excited that you have been able to join me. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about what does it take for you to become a business owner, or what it will take in terms of your part to actually become a business owner and survive. Now, let's get started with this. If we haven't met before, my name is Beatrice, the founder of Simply Family Business, and we help you and your child to build a business where you can get to live the life that you desire and deserve, and get to have the opportunity to influence your children's life, because you would have the time of being with them longer than anyone else, for that matter. Now, let's go back to today's video. In terms of starting a business, the reason why I talk about you starting a business is the fact that yes, there are so many advantages of being in work, but it's also even more advantageous of being a business owner. Why is that important? In terms of, so let's look at the pros and cons, I would say. Number one is being at work. So being at work, here are the pros, is the fact that you are, someone manages your time. So of course you go to work, and your wages is guaranteed. And I would say that as a big plus for a lot of people. Your wages is guaranteed, and the fact that you have more time. So when you are not working, you have time to yourself. Number three is the fact that you have set hours that you do your work. So when your work is finished, it's finished. And also the fact that you get to speak with others. You get to interact with other people at work, and those are, I would say, are mostly the pros. And also, I would say your pension is guaranteed. If you are working. Here are the other reasons why I feel that you want to start a business, because, and that would be the cons for being in work, is the fact that you get to choose the hours that you work, and you get to choose the amount of money that you get, depending on your skills level and how quickly you want to grow, and also depending on the fact that your skills level, and also the amount of effort that you put in. So your money isn't capped as in work, and you don't have to work with people you don't want to work with, which is really for me, that is the amazing part of it. Because if you when I did work, a lot of people would complain about what's not working properly at work, and yet no one was leaving, or no one was even looking for alternative. So what's the point? Also, if I look at it, especially for me, the reason why I had to think about things differently is the fact that, number one, you work for how many years? In fact, if I were to be in work, I would be working close to 70 years before I can even go on pension and be qualified for pension money. I mean, why would I want to work up to that level? It is really bizarre that you are expected to work up to those years before you can even think about getting pension. And if you're looking at things really critically, especially this day and age, the way things are going, would there be pension in the next 20, 30 years? We don't even know, because how the world is going, how the economy is going, how everything is going. It just means actually relying so much on someone else to direct your path and direct your life, rather than you doing it yourself. And for me, also, the other thing is, if you are bringing your child involved with your business, it means that you get the opportunity to help your child learn skills and carve their career pathway, so that they don't have to look for a job when they are older. How amazing is that? Because if you look at it this day and age, I remember years ago now, a friend or a work colleague used to say she sees her mom and she feels jealous, because her mom's days things were a lot better. And I mean, this lady would be in her late 50s now. So a young person these days can't will look at her and think that her life is better because at least she's worked these years. There was stability of what job and everything, and of course she's working towards her pension smoothly. But what about our young people? Now, the jobs that are existing now, by the time a child will go into university and come out, those jobs aren't even available anymore. There are new jobs that are going to come out, that they are going to come out to. And unfortunately, most of the things that our children are learning at the university level is not actually working in their favor so that they will come out and get jobs. So you starting a business is a big opportunity, so that yes, it is scary, and then I wouldn't even pretend that it's not. It is scary to one step forward, and also to take a plunge of a pay cut, because you have to have that stay in power to be able to get your business stabilized. But at the same time, you are empowering your children. And there is no better thing than to get your children empowered, because I know that when my children are empowered, and in my old age, for instance, there wouldn't be any friction between us, because I know for sure that they would be in a position, one, to look after themselves properly, and possibly look after me if I couldn't look after myself, or I would be able to pay for my own care, for that matter. But look at it this way. If you carry on and you have no any other source of income, for example, what then happens is that it's like a vicious cycle. So Robert Kiyosaki calls it the rat race. So you grow up, and you are working, and then you have the children. Imagine even having children running around, and I can say that because that's how it used to be me, running around to drop this child, to drop this other one here, drop that other one there, and then now rush to work. And then when his time is over, you are busy calling people to either if you have a proper child care system set up, fair enough. But sometimes even that can go to parts, and then you have to really arrange for emergency childcare and all that. And you do all that, but your child is just growing to come and follow in your footsteps, basically, because they are going to finish school, and then they are going to be in the same exact situation like yourself. They are going to be working and looking for childcare and all that. So for me, that when I talked about that in general, that was another thing, game changer for me, to think, well, if I want to break this chain, I have to take this step. I had to take this scary step to be able to get things done, and to be able to start and win, and effectively make sure that my children don't have to repeat the cycle. And so that is it for me. And I hope that as you're listening to me, it is not a question of, oh, should I just leave my job? No, you can be in work, and then start as a part-time. Your spare hours, use that to build. The good thing is that in the world of internet, there's a lot of skills available for you to learn to be able to do this. So that is just a word of encouragement for you, in terms of why should you starting to do some things, the pros and cons of you staying in business. How does it look like for you? How does it look like for you in the next 15 years, 20 years, and down the lane? And how would the future look like for your children if you don't take that step to move forward? Thank you so much for watching. Obviously, we'll come your way once again. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, send me a comment. Let us have the conversation going. Take care.